Hello and welcome to episode number 10 of Super Califanilistic. Today I'm gonna tell you how you can get rich by spending money. Now, most of you will probably think that's not possible, but I'm gonna explain it to you so it's very clear what I mean by that. Before we get to that, I quickly want to introduce myself. My name is Christian Rauchenwald. If you haven't watched my previous episodes, I'm using this vlog/blog to document my progress on building my $1 million business from scratch without outside funding, as well as to share the knowledge I acquired over the past 15 years in e-commerce and obviously also in my self-development. So what do I mean by you can get rich by spending money? I'm talking about something that's called opportunity cost, and it's very, very simple, but most people never consider it. The main fact is, or the main part of it is like your time is valuable, which means when you're watching this video, I appreciate it a lot because I know each person's time is valuable. While some people's time, for example, Russell Brunson, the founder of ClickFunnels, is more valuable. He charges, I think, $50,000 if you want to go for lunch with him and you have to come to his city. Other people's time is like not as valuable, but it's still valuable. Like if you have a job where you get paid $8 an hour, your hour is worth $8. Yeah, which brings me to opportunity cost. For example, even when I don't have a steady income and living off my savings and stuff like that, I still pay a cleaning lady for my apartment. So I'm spending money. Now, how does having a cleaning lady, for example, make me rich? It's simple. Consider everything you do, like when you like take care of your garden or your whatever, yeah, like you're cleaning your apartment, you're doing the dishes, you cook for yourself instead of going to a restaurant or simply like having a restaurant delivered to you. Like I'm not talking about fast food, but about like healthy food, yeah. You spend time for cooking. Actually, it's even worse than that because when we stay with the cooking topic, first of all, you have to spend time, figure out like what you want to cook. Then you need to find the recipe. Then you need to create a grocery list and calculate the amount based on how many people you are. And then you need to go to the grocery store. You need to buy those groceries. You need to get home. You put them in the fridge. Then when it's time to actually cook them, you get them out again. You need to cook. Then you have your breakfast, lunch, dinner, whatever you bought your stuff for. And after that, you have to like clean up again and wash the dishes if you don't have a dishwasher. Yeah, which means it's not just whatever 20 minutes it takes you to eat. Even if you cook something very fast, we're already talking about 45 minutes to an hour if you include like the preparation and the cleanup. And then you have to like also calculate the time it took you to like actually go buy those groceries and figure out what to cook, look up for the recipes. So we may already be talking about like 1.5 hours to 2 hours a day, depending on how complicated the stuff is that you're cooking, compared to simply looking at the menu, picking what I want and having it delivered. Yeah, so which obviously costs me more money, but it saves up the time because suddenly all I have to do is answer the door, sit down and eat, and I'm down from 1 hour, 1.5 hours or 2 hours to actually really 30 minutes because I probably can also throw the stuff in the trash if I don't use my own plates, or I put the plates in the dishwasher, yeah? So I don't need any pots that don't fit in the dishwasher, which means I save at least half an hour, yeah? Now, I don't know what's your hour worth. My hour currently has a worth of $165, which means if I save half an hour, I saved 82 point something, $0.5, yeah? Which means like it's a theoretical concept that's very important to understand. It's based on like you're not productive 8 hours of your working day. You may be at work 8 hours, but you're not productive 8 of those hours. You're probably only productive a third of that time, yeah? So, and the same applies here. Like what my hourly rate is based on like what I know, what skill I provide, what problems I can solve for people, and how productive am I during the day, so that it allows me, if I work 40 hours per week, and I would work only 1/3 of the time, meaning being productive 1/3 of the time, I'll end up making $100,000 per year. Yeah, that's simply my worth. I'm not doing anything for less unless it's for myself. That's something different. Yeah. So the main point is like by getting a cleaning lady to clean my apartment, the point is I'm not very skilled at cleaning because I don't do it very often. If I would clean my own apartment, no matter if it's a small apartment or a big apartment, it would mean I would need to do it. I understand the basics that you clean from top to bottom, yeah, but I don't know which chemicals to use, what's the best way to dry this or to get the dust off that or stuff like that, which means it's like I have 15 years experience in internet engineering and computer science, so I'm gonna be quite fast like creating a website and stuff like that compared to somebody who's only like, I don't know, every 5 years tried to create one, yeah. So obviously I'm gonna need more time to clean my apartment than a cleaning lady would need. Yeah, that's one aspect that's very important to understand. The same probably applies to you. Even if you clean your apartment every week, a cleaning lady who like simply has the practice will be better and faster in doing it. So if you need like 1 hour, she will need 30 minutes, which automatically means the task is done faster, it's done better, because you do it because you have to do it. I don't know anybody who actually enjoys cleaning, yeah? And she does it and she wants to have a great result because she doesn't want to lose her job. She doesn't want it that you say like, I'm unhappy because you didn't do it right, so you don't have to come again. So the quality will be better, it will be done in less time, and the biggest benefit is you can use this time to do something else. And now that's where the most important, or that's actually the most important aspect. If you're an employee and you can only do limited overtime and you don't have any side business that you're starting, or even, and you're not self-employed in any way, obviously it's going to be hard to apply all of that for you because somebody else is telling you how many hours you're allowed to work, yeah. But as soon as you have your own side business, which you can learn how to do by watching one of my previous videos, yeah, you get into the position, if you reach the point where your hourly value or rate is higher or as high as mine, or even if it's $20, yeah, let's say your hourly rate is $20, like that's how much the value you put, or that's the value, no, that's like the amount you value your own time with. So yeah, it means when the cleaning lady is at your apartment and maybe cleans for 10, 12, maybe $15, and you spend the same time working, like being productive for your business or for clients of yours, your apartment will be clean, but instead of like you spending 2 hours on it, the cleaning lady got it done in 1 hour, and during that hour you still earned your $20 and you give her 15 of it, which means you make a profit of $5 and you accomplish two things in the same time. Your apartment got cleaned by your cleaning lady and you did some stuff for yourself, your project, or a client of yours. So you see, by spending money, by considering opportunity cost, you will actually become rich. The biggest mistake that you can make, which I did for years, really for years, is trying to master everything yourself. Like thinking about, oh, that designer wants $50 for that logo or even more, and then trying to figure it out on your own, trying to learn Photoshop. Yeah, I have basic Photoshop skills, which I learned because I tried to master everything. But you will see, you will have to spend so much time learning this, and your result will never be as good as if you go to a freelancer platform like Fiverr or Upwork or freelancer.com and simply say, I'm looking for a professional logo designer who may charge you $20, $50, $200, couple $100, but all he's doing is day and night is creating logos, so he's going to be very good at it. You could spend a lot of time, just an estimate how many hours you would need to create a logo that would really look great. And if you put it at 10, you say like it will take you 10 hours, yeah, times the $20 that we agreed upon previously, it means if you design your own logo, it will cost you $200. That's the so-called opportunity cost. Now, if a designer is willing to do it for $50, you would actually be an idiot if you do it yourself. So you simply pay the designer, and you, in an ideal case, spend the same time actually working with something that brings you the $20 per hour, and you got your logo and you have more money than you had before. If you do it yourself, you will not lose any money on your bank account, but you will lose 10 hours of your time in which you could have earned $200. So, and that applies to everything. If it's about like changing the tires at your car, yes, you can do it yourself, and somebody else would charge you, I don't know, $20, $30, $50. I don't know how the prices are for that at the moment in the US because I'm in the Ukraine. But if you'd simply pay that person, I mean, of course, probably you would have to bring your car there and stuff like that. So it's a little difficult scenario, but if you pay that person and use that time to be productive, maybe you take your laptop with you to the car shop, maybe you at least, I don't know, are active on social media to promote your business while you wait for your car to be like, for the tires to be changed, yeah, you will have earned more in that time than you have to pay for the service provided, which means you got the service done, your tires are changed, and you made a small profit. You may not have that profit right there at the moment, but once you know your exact hourly rate, it applies to everything. Yeah, the easiest way to figure it out: take your last year's salary, yeah, then divide it by 52 weeks, yeah, and then you divide it by 3 because you're only productive 1/3 of the time, and then you know like your value. And everything you do, like if you need something done, you consider, unless you enjoy doing it, then you may do it for the joy, of course, yeah, but you consider then how much would it cost if I outsource it to some professional, and how long would I need for it. And you simply look, if how long would you need for it, multiply it by your hourly rate, the one that we just calculated based on last year's salary or last month's salary or so on, yeah. And again, only count 1/3 of your time, because you're not going to be productive more than that. You would be the exception to the majority of people, yeah. And if the professional service is cheaper than your opportunity cost, then you are smart when you decide to pay that man or woman to provide that service, instead of doing it yourself. It will, like, first of all, you will feel better because it will allow you to like outsource the tasks you don't want to do, yeah. And second of all, it will really help you to progress further, because like my day only has 24 hours, yours also only has 24 hours. So if you spend it with tasks that somebody else could do very efficient and even better, for less money, it means you're not going to go very fast towards your goal. But if you realize the tasks you're not good at, you're not the professional at, and somebody else can do them faster and better than you, and they are cheaper than your opportunity cost for that time, and you start then doing it like this, you will see that whatever you're doing, if you're writing a book, if you're building a website, if you're starting a business, no matter what it is you're working towards, you will see the progress is way faster, yeah. Yes, it will increase your monthly expenses, but again, that's why I told you, or at some point here in the video, that it only works if you have like a side income where you decide how much you work and therefore you decide how much you earn, yeah? Because it will also free up a lot of your time to actually do productive tasks which you get paid for, or which help you increase your company's revenues, or which help you like grow your side business faster into your main business, like so you can quit your job, yeah? So that said, I'm curious how many of you actually already considered the opportunity cost. Actually, how many of you are aware of your hourly rate, yeah? Like how many of you like look at things that way? And it's really important. It's also going to help you with distractions. For example, when you have the choice to watch the new Game of Thrones episode, yeah, or do something for your project, you take your hourly rate, then the last season's episodes have a length of 2 hours. So if your hourly rate is $20, you know if you sit in front of Game of Thrones, it's going to cost you $40. But if you do something productive with that time, you're going to earn $40. Again, you may not earn it immediately, but the payoff will come. So the only rule there is, very important rule, to be very honest about your hourly rate. Don't come up with, I want to earn $1 million, so my hourly rate is like $1,600. Be reasonable, like how much have people already paid you? Yeah, like so that's your proven worth, like where people with their wallet voted and said, yes, your time is worth this much to me. And based on that amount, you calculate your hourly value. And then you can increase it over time, of course, like I did. I started out working for roughly $40 per hour 15 years ago, and now I'm at 165, yeah? So you use that as the basis and you apply it to everything. Even if it's like going for a walk or stuff like that, you apply it, and you will start appreciate things more, because like when I take the time to watch Game of Thrones, for example, which may happen like one episode per week, not with the new season, still like trying to catch up. At the moment, it's more like one episode every 2 weeks. Then I know it's gonna cost me $330 to watch it. So I'm not gonna be distracted on my phone. I'm gonna enjoy the episode instead of like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna go to the kitchen, oh yeah, I'm just gonna do that, I'm just gonna do this. So I enjoy the thing more because I value it way more. And it also helps me make decisions if I want to do something or not, and I'm not sure that I want to do it. I can simply estimate like how much it's going to cost me if I do a non-productive task like watch TV, or I don't know, like just sit on the couch, or I don't know, anything that's not bringing you towards your goal is by definition a non-productive or unproductive task. And then I can decide for myself, is it really worth that much money to me or not? Yeah. And like adapting to this way of thinking, it will really, like, I'm not going to say it's going to transform your life, yeah, because there are other things that are also very, very important, like when you want to make something out of your life and when you want to like come to the next level, earn more, gain financial freedom, become your own boss, yeah. But it's one of the core things that you need to understand, that every successful person perfectly understands. That's why, last but not least, yeah, when you have your own business and it starts to take off slowly, the first person you hire is not some kind of like engineer or salesperson or something that helps you make more money. The first person you hire is somebody who takes care of the administration, who maybe schedules your appointment. If you like are in personal contact with your customers, he may pre-screen potential leads so you don't waste your time with people who anyway won't have the money to pay you, and take care of minor accountant stuff, take care of your mail so the spam doesn't reach you and only the important communication reaches you. And by that you will have a person that brings you on paper $0, but because that person will free up so much of your time that you can use for money generating tasks, it will actually make you way more money than the person costs. If you just were to get another salesperson, remember, like if you're, for example, the author of a book, you will probably be the best person to sell that book. Yeah, nobody else will sell it as good as you because you wrote it. Like you know exactly what it's about. Yeah. So if you then hire as first a salesperson to promote your book, yeah, he may bring in sales, but he for sure will not bring in as many sales if you promote it yourself. Yeah. And he also, by bringing in some additional sales, he will also cause more administrative work, which you then have to take care of, which will keep you from promoting the book. So that's another important lesson. First of all, figure out your opportunity cost based on what's proven that people are willing to pay you. Yeah. Then apply it to everything, no matter if it's going for a coffee, watching a movie, outsourcing tasks like a cleaning lady for an apartment, maybe go for dinner more often or go out to restaurants more often or use delivery more often. Simply compare the time you need to spend and how much it costs you, and then going to the restaurant, how much it costs you and how much time it also frees up for you. And you will see what's the, in business terms, smarter solution to do. Yeah. And well, that's basically it. So again, like in the comments below, what you can do now is exactly that. You define your opportunity cost and you look at your life and see what you can actually outsource. If you don't have a side business yet, so you cannot scale like this, well, maybe consider getting one, yeah, or starting one. If so, like check out my previous videos. There's one, it's very obvious title. It's called Make More Money Online. And there's another one explaining the ways how you can make money online nowadays. It's a very honest video going through everything. May help you to start your own business or may not. All you can lose is 30 minutes of your time, which you now value at a precise dollar value. Yeah. And well, then let me know in the comments below if you're already using this approach, if you're already aware about opportunity costs, or if it's like some kind of like aha moment for you. And what did you take from this video? And also, you may not believe it, but it's sometimes tricky for me to figure out what to tell you next. So feel free in the comments below. If there's a comment function, if you listen to the podcast, I'm not sure if there's a comment possibility, so head to my social media and leave it there. Any questions you have or topics you're interested in, and I'm happy to then either answer it in the comments if it's very easy, or make a separate video out of it. That said, thank you for your valuable time and for watching this, and I hope to see you tomorrow in my next video. Till then, bye bye.